Hi guys, JesterArke here in Mordheim, Warband Skirmish. Now this game is in beta, I just want to point that out now. They are hoping to have it out, I believe on the 1st of January, but that is subject to change. Now all the details will be down below. There is links to basically the sign up page for the game, including potential beta access, as well as the forums, so please go check them out and sign up. Now, the game is being done by Legendary Games, as you can see in the bottom corner of the screen. Now, so we know my iPad is what I'm going to be playing this on. It is a mobile adaptation of the old game Mordheim, which came out in 1999. My iPad's below, so if I'm looking down, that's what it is. Now, I remember ordering this game in 99 when it first came out. I ended up sending off a mail order for it because it was basically the only way that I could order anything Games Workshop related. And I was so stoked when I got it. It was a game that I loved, but I didn't get to play anywhere near as much as I would have liked to have. All my friends at the time were sort of just starting to get into computer games, and they preferred the instant gratification that you got from computer games as opposed to the setup time and everything like that that went into tabletop. And especially tabletop games set in any of the Warhammer universes, because I mean, they can be pretty full on. Anyway, yeah. So when I saw this pop up, it was actually shared to me from a friend of mine. I was stoked. I jumped on it straight away and wanted to give it a try. So I signed up for the beta and eventually got access to it. So here we go. Now we're going to be starting a whole new game. So tap to start. You can see I have got the little thingy what's it here. Obviously there's no cursor, so I'm going to be using that if I've got to specifically highlight anything. 2,000 years after the founding of the Empire, and during an age of civil strife, the capital of Ostermark was destroyed by a giant twin-tail comet made of pure magical wordstone. Now the ruins are the hunting grounds for hordes of merciless treasure seekers, searching for shards of the comet that have powerful magical properties and are worth many times their weight in gold. The ruins are also home of many horrors, rats the size of men, the walking dead and worse, much worse. Ooh. So at this point in time, with the release of the game, you're only going to have access to the human mercenaries. I've been told other factions, including Skaven, will be coming up as DLC later in the game. Sorry, bear with me a sec. I'm just moving my everything around a little bit. Okay. I think I'm good to go. So we've got three options. We've got the Reichland mercenaries. Throughout the Empire, Reichlanders embody the discipline and loyalty of a professional warrior. A strong tradition of martial training is also responsible for their high standards of archery. So their captains gain +6 leadership range, and their marksmen start off with +1 to their ballistic skills. Okay. I'm not going to go into the workings of a lot of the stats and stuff. I'll try and find a link if I can to the Mordheim rulebook. I actually found my original rulebook a couple of weeks ago. It was brilliant. I've actually got all my old miniatures and stuff as well. As opposed to a lot of other adaptations, this is more a case of they're converting the board game to a mobile device or to a digital device, as opposed to they're making a computer game out of something else. So that's, from what I can see, they're tending to stay very true to the mechanics of the original tabletop game. So it can get a bit confusing for a lot of people, and yeah, it's going to be a lot easier for you guys just to read through the rules than it is for me to try and explain them. I'm more here just to play it. But anyway, Reichlanders are your archers, basically. That's not to say they can't do pretty awesome melee as well. Middenheim, known as the City of the White Wolf. Okay, so these guys, typically large, strongly built men with a well-deserved reputation for ferocity. Okay, so their captains gain +1 strength and +1 wounds. Pretty cool. They don't have any shooting skills. The skills come into it as your characters level up. You can allocate points into different skill sets. So the Middenheimers don't get the shooting skills. And Marienburg. These guys, as you can see, +100 gold and +10% to item rarities, but no strength skills. Yeah. So you essentially got your archers, who are just general well-rounded martial prowess. You've got your melee fighters, and then you've got the Marienburg guys, which are generally not huge on the skills. What they lack there, they make up for in their ability to amass wealth and find better items. I'm personally going to go with a Reichland team, which is incidentally what I first made, was my first ever human faction in the board game, or tabletop game as well. Men flock to the ruins like carrion to a corpse. The city is ringed with various camps and shabby settlements made up of peoples often more willing to fight each other than search for treasure. Oh, I can read it up there too. Some have a semblance of order. Most are dens of villainy where bodies are sold for tainted coin. 20 centuries since Sigmar Heldenhammer carved out the empire of man, and now the empire he founded lies in ruins. You actually got to click on the speech bubbles, which is a bit irritating. Until the true Prince of Reichland sits on the throne, there will be no peace. Spoken like a true Reichlander. The word stone in that ruin will help break the deadlock we need. Oh, we just need to get it. If there's coin in it, I'm interested. So basically, all the different factions within the Empire we're very much at war with each other, and they're trying to break the stalemate. They see the potential wealth coming out of Mordheim as a way to do that. As much as it's, I don't know, it's the taint and the evil in the city is like, you can feel it. It's the setting itself is amazing. Again, I really suggest you get a hold of the rulebook. I will try and find a link for it. Ulrich's teeth. There's the purse bearer of the Grand Prince himself. Get him! He's got a throwing knife. Get into cover. Okay, select the point indicated by the arrow and select the flashing button to confirm. So the guy with the circle around him is the one selected. So we've told him to go straight ahead, which will put him into cover. And in the bottom right, woo, flashy button. You're not always going to be that lucky. They don't always miss. Trust me. Okay, if your move ends with a shield, you're in cover. I'll nail this one, you get the other. So he's got access to shoot. He will only, if you've got a ranged person, it seems he'll only target the closest potentially hittable enemy. You can't swap between, from what I can gather. Whoosh! Get the other one. Okay, so you select him, and instead of the target, you've got a fist. I'm going to walk up and smack him in the face. Punk! No amount of gold is worth this. Okay, handle yourself well. Make a great warband leader. Take 200 gold and see if 2 of these likely lads will join our cause. Okay, so to choose from to begin with, we've got 2 warriors and 2 marksmen. Now, it pays to sort of look through the stats. Okay. I'm going to go this guy first as a marksman. Basically, if you come down to this row, get over there. That stuff, yeah, that works. That row there, you'll see he's actually got higher stats, and they're your ballistic skills. They're the main ones you sort of want to worry about to begin with your archers. So hire him for 25. Now, each time you hire someone, the cost to hire your next person goes up. So in this case, it'll be 50 to hire my second person. In this case, we're looking more here. Well, here. The rest of the stats are pretty on par. But yeah, we'll go for this guy. Ever so slightly higher. That's a good number to watch each other's backs. You can come back later if you need to. Time to set up camp and kit out your warriors. You can have many more than just your initial 3. So hit the top arrow. What are you going to call your little mercenary band? Pick something that'll inspire your men and strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. Wah! Mm. Can I punctuate? We'll find out. Yeah, looks like we can. Ox. Mm. No, I can't use that. That would be bad. Mm. Very important to pick a good name because this is going to show up on the leaderboards. Okay, there we go. Ha! So you're now the captain of the Jester's Dagger. Yeah. Now I know who to ask for every day to see how many shards you've found. You should equip your men now. Let's set up your camp. Okay, so select the camp button. You can buy kit at the store or give your men instructions on what to get in the camp. It can be easier doing it here. Select a warrior. Okay, we're going to start with that captain. Now, what I'm going to do quickly first, because... Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. I'll do it afterwards. We're going to go to equip. So in his right hand, we're going to put... Oh... Damn it. We're going to wait with him. I'm going to go to our marksman. Okay, important thing to point out here. During this tutorial section, if you have gotten yourself a marksman, equip... Hang on, I'll go back and use my little doodad. Equip the secondary slot first, the left hand first. Because if you put a dagger into his right hand, without giving him a ranged weapon first, it's potentially going to jump forwards and you're going to miss out on equipping him properly. Okay. Longbow straight off the bat. That's pretty good. Okay, now we are going to give him a weapon in his right hand. You start off with 3 Empire daggers. So we're going to equip one of them. And now for our warrior. I'm going to potentially be a bit stingy on him. We'll go a hand axe. Reason for that being 88, so that still gives me 17? 18. Oh, stuffs me. Can we give him a... Yeah, but that's going to slow him down heaps. Incidentally, your captain can use a firearm or a bow as well. Okay, we're going to give him the Ithilmar sword. A fine elven blade made of light strong metal, almost certainly liberated from its original owner in the Norskian raid. So, additional strength, initiative, and parade. Boom! So there you go. It's automatically jumping me through to the next section because every one of my units has a weapon in their right hand. Now you're ready to enter Mordheim. Visit the town cry to find out the most recent shard sightings and hear about what else is happening. But yeah, so you can have your captain sword in one hand and pistol or bow in the other. That's generally how I like to set them out. Use filters back from the ruins on where shards have been sighted. Where are you going to look? Okay, so you've got your 2 icons here. The bottom one will show your warband's rank. Right down the bottom, Grim Tidings is actually one of mine. This one doesn't rate at all because we got nothing. So we'll go to the flags. This mission window will fill up, and every now and then when you click on it, like we'll go to River Vertial Wells. So gives you a bit of flavor text for the area. If there's a specific bit of information for you, maybe in this case they know you're going to be up against other Reichlanders, or they know you're going to be up against troops from Middenheim or Marienburg. then it's going to be displayed up the top, and the flavor text will be shifted down. We have the Stone Hut Memorial Gardens. They're a bit lacking on maps at the moment, but again, game is in beta, so there will be a lot more to come. Good luck. I'll wait for your return and pay you for any shards you find. Righty-o. So the objective is to rout or wipe out the enemy. In the vastness of Mordheim ruins, there is always the risk of running into a rival warband. If you can drive Middenheim enemy away, okay, obviously a few text glitches again. You'll have a larger area in which to search for weird stone. Lovely. So, first person we get to use is our captain, meaning at this point in time he's got the highest initiative. Now, we don't know where they're going to come from just yet. Let's look around, see if there's anything around. There's a corpse there. If you can get to the corpses or to boxes is another good one. There's very specific boxes, not just the general ones lying around. They will stand out. Or occasionally you'll find little bits of wordstone on the ground. Try and get to them. Unfortunately, I can say now that corpse is going to be a bit too far away for me to get to. So anyway, we're going to move him up to there. Get him straight into cover. Remember, he's got no shield and no armor. He's just got a decent sword. One thing I'm going to stress as well, you will lose people. Potentially from the onset. As with the actual game, I guess, it's really not forgiving insofar as you're potentially going to be up against warbands far better equipped than you. It's sort of just how the game goes. Now, I'm not sure how long we're going to run this for. From what little I've played of it so far, I'm enjoying the game. I'll probably only do a fairly short run to begin with, though, because it is in beta and a lot of the gameplay itself isn't in it yet. This is sort of just a first look, I guess, at the game itself for anyone on our channel. But once the game is released, there's a good chance I'll come back and revisit and keep playing it again. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really interested to see where it goes from here. Plus, I want to get my hands on Skaven. Okay, we're going to leave our captain there. You'll see he's now become invisible, hiding essentially. The enemy's lost sight of him. Move our archer up. He's been lost sight of as well. Now you'll notice we've got a guy starting to come around here. He's come across to access that corpse that we saw. So if we zoom in on it, you'll see it's now gone very grayscale instead of before when it was quite coloured. Means it's been searched. Think of corpses and boxes as potential loot markers. Places where you might find something fun. Okay, I'm going to move him up a bit. Now he's obviously going to be in sight of... I'm guessing that's going to be their captain. Can I get him to the boxes? No, not from there. He can wait there. Okay, there we go. Our archer's got a bead on someone. The enemy archer. Hit. First shot. Nice. Okay, I'm going to move him to in here. It does get a bit finicky. There you go. You might have to rotate the camera around a little bit to get where you want to go. You can go up into some of the houses as well. You'll see ladders and whatnot around the place. Okay, I need to move him up or that poor guy's going to be stuck by himself. Okay, he's still hidden. So as with the mechanics of the original game, you can sneak. No love on the second shot. Okay, can I rush him? I can. So there you go. Basically, it's telling me there's a 60% chance that I'm going to hit him. 60% is good enough. There we go. He is charging. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. And he got a critical hit off. You know, crap. Uns. Ouch. So, apparently their captain decided to charge me. Let's get rid of at least their archer. That's what I was saying. Like, it can be a situation where from the onset, you're going to get shafted. It happens. Where are you going, buddy? Every now and then, he hasn't done it this time, but every now and then, enemy troops will drop loot as well. But keep in mind, if you have people go down, it's also possible that your guys will drop stuff that you've got to go pick up. I don't think we can shoot into combat as well. We can shoot out of it, but I don't think we can shoot into it. I could have that wrong, though. Sigmar, save me! Okay, there is a fear mechanic in the game. If they fail their leadership tests, your troops will run away. Potentially your whole warband will run away, but so will the enemies. So you can see there, I've gained some experience. One of my guys is leveled up. One against the Mordheimers. Found 2 wordstone shards worth 67 gold. And paid your warband upkeep of 36. So your troops are going to require money of you in order to maintain them. And we got 31 gold from that mission. Sorry about that. There was a little bit of a hang up with the game. Again, it is in beta, so these things are to be expected. Same as, I guess, if you're playing any sort of other early access game on a PC, but in this case, it's on a mobile device. Okay, so you can see here, the Jester's Dagger now has 35 gold in its kitty, 2 wordstone, and 106 reputation, I guess? Let's go back into our camp. So our 3 people. Now, if memory serves, this guy on the end, we go to his skills. Okay, down here. Here. He's got 1 skill point to allocate. So you can see, we can scroll through all the different things, basically. Some are locked, some aren't. In this case, we can increase his initiative, his strength. Now, by increasing his strength by 1, that would give us access to increase his wounds as well. His leadership, so whether he can inspire his comrades to stay fighting or himself, essentially. Archery, which we're not going to worry about obviously too much with him because he's a warrior. We want him purely sword and board. Now, weapon skill training is, I can improve that, so more chance of him hitting things, which will then give me access to increasing the number of attacks he's got and stuff like that. But first of all, I'm going to go for a strength increase. Reason I've done that, next time he gains a level, we're going to increase his wounds, so he's going to die a little less. Hopefully. I don't know where it tells us, unfortunately. Does it say somewhere? No. Oh, there we go. Strength use. No, that's not what I want. But yeah, so if you click on things, it'll tell you information. So his defense, it'll explain what that is and all that sort of stuff. Sometimes when they get knocked out, they will come full recovery. Other times, they might be traumatized, physically or mentally. You get someone who loses a leg, then he's lost a leg. They can't continue to fight from there. Yeah. Best one, I think, for me is that I've come across so far in this particular game is one of the things they come out of it with is a removal of fear, so the fear effect no longer applies to them. Anyway. I don't think anybody else gained any levels in that one. No. Righty-o then. Well, we've got a little bit of money. Let's go to equip. Now, helmets are kind of a cool aspect of this game. If we were to equip the Great Hat, it would increase our defense by 2 and our leadership by 10. Now, anybody can equip that. Pot helm, increased defense by 4, defense 3, initiative 2. So yeah, they are expensive items though. And then if you go into armor, you can see there are different types of armor you can buy if you've got the coin. You've got some, like the tunic and boots, or the jerkin, which don't give you any added benefits. They just look different. Purely cosmetic. I think Brigandine is the cheapest one that does give a bit of a difference. But we're not going to go for that yet. Okay. So we've got access to a longbow here. He's already got a longbow. Boom. So there you go. Our captain now has a sword in one hand and longbow in the other. So he can participate in both skirmish and melee. Could have given him a shield, but meh. A little bit of coin left. I would have liked to have given him a Reich sword, but we don't have that much money. Well, before we finish off this episode, which we are just about to do, if you come down to customize, you can see there's 2 color selections to choose from. First of all, we could get access to a name, so of course I'm going to name my captain me. Now color 1, which area is color 1? So in this case it's his pants. That will change depending on what outfit you're wearing. Black pants, and color 2, of course, because it's me, purple. Below that one. No, that one. I'll let the darker one. Below that. No, wear that one. Okay. There we go. So we'll try and stick to dark pants and a purple shirt as our general gist for our people. Yeah, cool. If anybody does come up with any names for my troops, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I will see what I can do. But for the right now, we're going to finish off. So there you go, guys. This is my first little look at Mordheim Warband Skirmish. Please feel free to hit the buttons of appreciation down the bottom. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think of the game so far. And definitely go and check out those links. As I said, there's a link to the actual Warband Skirmish page, as well as a link to the forums. And there will be a link, once I find it, to a copy of the Mordheim rulebook. I suggest you get a hold of that, definitely. The game, it was classified as one of the specialty games on the Games Workshop website, but they have removed it as of a couple of years ago now. If you can get a hold of the rulebook, everything's there. There are also a lot of community-made expansions for it and whatnot. Go grab them, jump on the Games Workshop website, pick the miniatures that'll suit. The game's awesome, go check it out. And definitely check out this above all else. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.